Oh, there we are. Fantastic. I appreciate having you here. We'll see how it goes. I got a couple hours here. Got my Diet Coke here. Not sponsored, but still thirsty. Gotta get that caffeine fix. But I think we're set to go. If the volume's all wonky, just let me know. Hashtag not sponsored. Maybe someday. Probably not by Coke though. Yeah, so let's see here. Here we go. Turn down the game volume slightly already. You never know, indeed. Alright. Fantastic, thank you, I appreciate it. Sometimes you just never know. Alright, we're going to play Link to the Past Randomizer. Like I mentioned earlier, we're doing a Triforce hunt. Essentially, 30 chests in the game have their items replaced with pieces of the Triforce, and the whole goal of this randomizer is to find 20 of those 30 chests and open them. Obviously, along the way, I'm going to have to get some items to help me access areas that I normally wouldn't be able to access. No major glitches. I'm not much for major glitches. We'll see maybe someday, but we'll see how far my memory takes me through this. And like I said, I got a couple of hours here, so we'll see how many of the 20 we can get, and hopefully nothing will break in the meantime. So I haven't been reading this story here, which has been also randomized, I think. Everything in this randomizer is randomized to an extent, so I'll just let it play out for a hot moment. Look at this Stelphos on the throne. That's actually the king. And that's Aghanim, who's cheering me on, I guess, in this randomizer. He's not our friend, though. When I was a kid, I always used to think that that crown on his head was actually his face. A little red thing in the middle, like he had a beak or something. But it's not. He's a wizard with a hood on. All right. Let's go ahead and get started here. Go ahead and call ourselves Link. And it should, let's see here. Yeah, so we're playing an open randomizer, which means you don't play through the prologue, you just start at either Link's house or the Sanctuary. There's probably one that's better than the other. I don't know what that is, so we're just going to start at Link's house. But you see here, I don't have any items. I don't have a sword, I have nothing. But all of the items in the chests are, like I said, randomized. So you see at the top I have 0 of 20 Triforce pieces, but I do have 10 bombs. See if I can make some use of those 10 bombs. I think my first plan of attack, and I think a lot of people that will run Link to the Past randomizers will tell you, head to Kakariko Village first. Because that's where a lot of items hang out. Problem is, of course, that I have no items, so we're just going to damage boost our way through those guys. I don't want to waste my 10 bombs on them. I'm going to hang on to these 10 bombs and see if I can't find some items hidden around. Just keep running, just keep running. So I do have bombs, so before I get to Kakariko Village, I'm going to go ahead and blow up this guy's wall in his house. Because why not? He calls his brother a dingus. It's a little rude of him to do that, but you know. Maybe they can make up now. Are we cool? We're cool. So you get an item at the end of this if I can make it. We actually might have a problem with timing, we'll see here. Because I don't have a sword to cut through everything, but... It's 20 rupees. See, I could have checked it before I did it. I can have this trash, and it truly is trash for me. Vandalism indeed. I mean, the structural integrity of that house is like now in question, but It's worth it for 20 whole rupees. I suppose the cost to fix that house is way more than 20 rupees, but I actually don't know what the economy's like in Hyrule these days, so that's important. That's one of the sword items. There's 4 sword items, and I think, if I remember right, you always get the weakest sword first. So if I can find a sword in another chest, that would be a level 2 sword up there, but I can't get that until I get the Pegasus boots, which are, if you would believe it, hidden in a random chest somewhere. But, okay, let's test my memory here. We're just going to hang out in Kakariko, listen to the music for a little bit. I'm just going to do some wandering. It's easy. This game's super easy. There's one. 19 more to go. I would actually rather have had something, let's say, more useful than the Triforce piece. So I think this kid, normally you need to catch something like I actually don't remember. You can get a bug net from him, but he wants to see a bottle in order to get it. So we'll need to find a bottle somewhere. So the shop items seem pretty standard. I can't recall if they're randomized or not. But you know what? Let's spend 10 rupees for a heart, because why not? Put that 20 rupees to good use. I will actually need to get 100 rupees in here, so maybe not an ideal move to spend 10 of it on that heart, but we are going to continue our vandalism streak. It's poor cuckoos. Heart piece. Not helpful, but, you know. It does look like the tracker's working, which is fantastic. I did have to reset it up again just a little bit ago, but it looks like it's working, because it's showing that we got some bombs. So if we can get 100 rupees, we can talk to this guy here, and he will give us a random item. But I'm mostly interested in this house here. I feel like this house in particular is the #1 stop for treasure chests. Lots of treasure chests down here. So I'm just gonna push some of these blocks out of the way. I don't know why that one's not moving. Usually it does. Very strange. Well, 2 of 20. We'll come back and we'll reset the room a little bit and get the rest of those chests. But I want to check out what's in here first. Get some more rupees. Another heart piece. So far all we've gotten are heart pieces and the Triforce pieces, which are good. It would be a very strange run if somehow the remaining 18 that I need are just hanging around here. Okay. Let's use our brains here. This should be... Don't know why this one is not pushable. Usually it is. That's very strange. Because that will block me off. Let's see here. If I do this way, I can at least get to this chest. The lamp, that's good. That way I won't have to fight in the dark. And if this one's not pushable, then I don't know what we're gonna do with this chest. Because I need to be able to move that block, but maybe we can move it from underneath. Nope, that'll block me in too. Very strange. Yeah, I know. It's very strange that this block is not moving because oops, that's the wrong button. In every randomizer that I've run, admittedly not a ton of them, that block is just very easily pushable. Well, we'll give it one more try here. We'll use our brains. We're really thinking on this one. And if not, we're just going to hope it's not anything important. if I go down and then to the right... Yeah. Push that block, Link. Come on. It's right there. But maybe I can still... Nope. Okay. We're just gonna hope there's nothing super important in that chest, or else we're gonna have to come back to it. But I got a couple more places to check here. One of which is in this cave, hanging out. I'm probably gonna miss like a bunch of chests too. I'm gonna work off of my memory. We got the shovel. And a sword! Alright, so we're at least gonna be able to fight back. Another Triforce piece. And the Titan's mitts. Okay. Now we are in business. Grab some more rupees up here. It is no longer dangerous to go alone. That's true. That's very true. Slightly less dangerous. Just hanging out in a random chest in that cave. I kind of like the original Zelda, honestly. Okay, so we need a bottle for that kid. Talk to her. We should be able to get some more rupees here. Unless not in the randomizer, so we're learning. Usually you can get, I think it's like 80 rupees if you just pull on that Mario picture there, but guess not in the randomizer. Let's check over here now that I have the Titan's mitts. I don't think there's anything I can get here because I need the hammer to get that. So, okay. So just head back the way we came. I have the shovel, which is good because I can get an item nearby that I normally would need the shovel to get. We'll come back into the village once I have 100 rupees. Alright, so somewhere up here I can dig a random item where the ocarina or the flute would usually be. A Triforce piece. Just making incredible progress on the Triforce pieces, but again, I would rather just have some key items to help me along the way. But we have the Titan's mitts, which is good. That means we can take care of that rock there. We still have 5 bombs, so we should be able to bomb a couple of places. And I can't remember which ones have great fairies in them. I do want those rupees. This place is a little dangerous. I don't have a shield to block any of these arrows, but whatever. I think this one might be a Great Fairy Cave, but I can't recall, so we'll check it out. It is. That's fine. We'll take it. Let us have a cup of tea. Delicious. I do. I have 1 extra full heart, and I'm 1 heart piece away from another extra heart, which will be good. So we'll head down here. There's another cave up in this area. Okay. So normally they want you to hookshot your way over, but I'm pretty sure you can just walk down there. Yep. Or use arrows or something ranged to kill these things with, but you can just kind of cross through at the bottom there. Take... Ooh. Almost fell into that hole. Alright, so this guy gives me, I think that's the Quake medallion? the blue tunic. Wow, we're at 20 rupees. Okay, so now we can lift both the white and the black rocks. We take, I think it's half damage with the blue tunic. I don't know, I've never got the blue tunic like this early in my limited randomizer experience, so. And we're already a fourth of the way there. Just gonna avoid those guys, they'll electrocute me if I hit them with my sword. Since it'll just hit them with plants. But obviously part of the fun of the randomizers is I have no idea where anything is, so we'll make our way up to the ice cave over here. And we have our mitts, so I can check this place out. Which will give me a couple more rupees, which is good. He's a rupee pot farmer. One day I will take over the world with my skills. Have you met my brother in the desert? Yeah. So if I talk to that guy in the desert, I think he'll give me something? I don't remember. Oop. Alright. The ice cave where we would normally find the ice rod, but this time around it's going to be another piece of heart. Alright. So we are already at 5 hearts. 5 hearts, 5 Triforce pieces. And we'll just make our way back around. Try not to get hit by absolutely everything on the way, but just being a little careless now that I already have the blue mail. Get that bee chasing me. Grab that heart. What did you know? Another bee. And so really right now I would like the boots. I think I can just get into the Eastern Palace if I remember right. I don't think I really need anything in particular. Let's kind of work our way over there. The item tracker that I'm using does come with a map. But I'm not going to use it. If I can try at least not to use it, I would rather just see if my memory holds up at all. Again, it's been at least a handful of years since I've done a randomizer. Cool. So this is Sarasharala? Is that how you pronounce his name? But if you give him the green pendant, he'll give you an item. Normally he gives you the Pegasus boots, but obviously it's been randomized and he's got something else for us. 10 arrows, fantastic. Another Triforce piece. And the mushroom. Okay. We can give the mushroom to the witch to the north of this, the Eastern Palace here. And she'll give us something else. So, don't necessarily want to go into the Eastern Palace quite yet, because I'm pretty sure I need the arrows to beat the boss there. Or at least get to the boss. There's an enemy that stands in the way that will stop me from doing anything unless I get the arrows. Hey, if I collect all the Triforce pieces in the first hour, then we'll just run another randomizer. It'll be all skill too. I mean, you know. There's a lot of different like randomizer options. I'm really just playing with the kind of a default setting. Okay, gotta actually equip the mushroom and hit the button to actually use it. There we go. But like you can randomize the enemies, you can randomize the bosses. So I think you normally would have to go off screen and come back, and she'll turn the mushroom into a different item. Let's go do that real quick. We're really looking for the book of Medora. I forget what exactly it's called, but that will allow us to get into the second dungeon. Hashtag skill, indeed. 7 out of 20. She turned the mushroom into a Triforce piece. It's good stuff. Yeah, yep, going world record pace here. Just watch out for those arrows. So let's see here. So I do have the Titan's mitts, so I can just pick those up. I can't get in there yet though, because I'm pretty sure I need to be able to dash with the Pegasus boots. But I think should just be able to push that one. Yep. This actually drops me in the tutorial dungeon at the beginning of the game. But I still have 3 bombs, so I can actually equip them. I can get in here. Three more chests. And a key and the map, okay. Key and the map, not super useful, but yep, still on pace for that world record run of this particular seed. We'll have to look it up. Minus the one weird block that wouldn't move for me, which goodness knows is going to come back and bite me. We'll just quickly work our way out of here. There's a chest on the outside of this dungeon. Pull the right switch. If you pull the left one, a bunch of snakes come down. We'll have to fight them, and I don't want to fight those snakes. Nobody's got time for snakes. Alright, nice to see you, princess. I just gotta get this Triforce piece. Oh man. They are really hidden in, is my understanding, any chest could have them. Because there's so many chests that'll have like arrows and rupees, and I'm pretty sure the randomizer will just get rid of those chests and replace them with the Triforce pieces. So I can't get in that. I need the boots for that. Alright. Could get up in Death Mountain, where my memory of what's happening is pretty loosey-goosey, but we could go hang around there. We can also head right back down to Kakariko, which I think I'll do, but there's an item hanging out in the forest as well, where the mushroom normally is. We'll see what's hanging out here. Anyone want to bet if it's a Triforce piece or not? Can't remember exactly where it is. I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. We're halfway done. Yeah. One more item in here. It's normally a piece of heart, but we'll see what it is. Well, this is a good time for a quick non-sponsored Coke break. Honest to gosh. Gonna have to go back and check the settings. I think it's if. Have you seen Andy? Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's like we're so far ahead of pace, we're not even just on pace anymore, that stop for a quick caffeine break. Alright, let's go down back into Kakariko and give the bottle guy $100. There's a bomb in that bush. And then we'll just get the Triforce piece from him. I'm gonna go check this this chest again one more time here, because I mean, we're so far ahead of the world record pace for this particular seed at this point. Okay, block. What if you just moved out of the way for me this time? That would make way too much sense if you did that. Okay. This is not the best exchange rate. I just gave that guy 100 rupees for 20 rupees. It's a bit of a scam, honestly, if you ask me. Okay, so as I monkey around with this chest again, I'm just gonna think out loud. I could go through the Eastern Palace, kind of right up until the end. So any chests that are in there, yeah, I don't know what's actually his business. It doesn't even make sense. So I could go back through Eastern, well, not back through, but I could go to Eastern Palace. The biggest stump error in this entire run is why that block doesn't move like it normally does. I could get all the way to the end of it, but I couldn't beat the boss. I can't get into the Desert Palace yet because I don't have the book. Well, just, no, you just push it down just like I did. I don't know, you tell me. At least I have a witness. I knew you could push that block down. This is like the Japanese 1.0 version of the game, so there might be some weird shenanigans that happen occasionally that might have gotten fixed in other versions of the game, but yeah, maybe that was it. I had to go lose 80 rupees for no reason. There is a chest in the desert outside of the palace, or at least where a piece of heart is. I could check that. Could make it through Eastern Palace, like I said a couple times now, but not beat the boss, which might be worth it. Although, I don't have the mirror, so I couldn't just teleport out, so... This is the part where you, like, you check all the chests that you know are very easily accessible, and then you have to use your brain a little bit. And despite having 11 out of 20 Triforce pieces, I am going to have to use my brain. I mean, I certainly did when I moved that block, because I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, all we know, the last 9 pieces could just be hidden, like, inside Ganon's tower, so it looks like I'm making great progress, but honestly, who knows. So that guy will give us an item, but I think we need the book. And then in here, there's another cave with another bandit. This is the bandit in the desert that other bandit was talking about. Normally he gives you a ton of money. I don't remember if he's going to give us a random item or not, but we'll find out. So you like busted down my door and are being a jerk by talking to me? Normally I'd be angry and make you pay for it, but I bet you're just going to break all my pots and steal my 50 rupees. Okay. He's right, we're going to do that, because we need 300 rupees for Zora's domain to get the flippers. I bet I forgot to do that. I bet I could actually do that. But we'll go back for that. Yep. Vandalism, breaking pots, taking names, busting walls. Just hero things, you know, on my way to save the Triforce. Alright, so let's see what's at the end of here. It really is just a crime simulator, you're right. Okay, he had a fish dinner, he remembers it to this day. I'd go for some fish, actually. Alright, Triforce piece, 20 rupees. So really we're looking for the book, we're looking for the bow. I would take the book, I would take the bow. I'm trying to think now that I actually have the Titan's mitts, ouch, I think I actually have access to the Dark World above Kakariko Village. Normally you don't have access to it. But in order to get in that dungeon up there, I do need the book to read that little thing up there. We'll see. So there's a Triforce piece. I can't get to it yet. I need to be able to get into the dungeon. Check for that Mudman or Sandman or whatever it is. Need to be able to get into that dungeon to then exit back out on the cliff and find that Triforce piece, but we know where that one is, so... just gonna make our way back out. 8 to go, but we'll call it 9 because I still need that book. And that book could be hidden anywhere. Ow. Didn't go in here last time I was here, so there's a chest in here too. Heart piece, pretty useless, but you know, maybe we'll get stuck on a boss or something. It's been a while. Okay. And then we will... Don't remember which of these switches empties the water. Just kidding, I knew it was the right one. I didn't remember. We just got lucky. The other one would drop bombs on me. There's going to be an item out here now that we've drained the water. A full heart. All was right. Shouldn't doubt myself. So other than missing Zora's domain, which I had completely forgotten about, I don't think there's any chests that I'm missing, but if there's anybody in chat that remembers this game better than I do, I am certainly welcoming of hints without going to the map. So I think we're just going to go hang out in Eastern Palace for a little bit. There's a couple of chests in there. And then just not fight the boss. If I could remember how to get to it, that would be super helpful. So I think we can get all of the chests in there without fighting the boss. I don't think there's anything down here. Well, actually, I don't know. Let's see here. Because I don't have... You need the hammer to get to Bat Rock, which is a portal into the Dark World, so we can't get to the Dark World there. And I actually think... Well, I don't remember if I need a hammer to get to the Dark World above Kakariko now that I think about it, so... Just thinking out loud. Oh, not paying attention. It's just gonna poke me with his sword. It's almost an incredible shot by that guy. That Octorok. What a shot. Okay. Don't really have a ton of useful items yet. But we do have 11 Triforce pieces. You see on that randomizer tracker there that the shovel's X'd out because that's literally the only use for that shovel. There is a mini game in the Dark World that usually has a piece of heart, and you need this shovel, but you rent a shovel, so you don't actually need it. And I think actually in this randomizer, how do I get up there? I forget. The randomizer, you just have that item hanging around anyway, so it's not random. So the randomizer does have logic built into it. You can't like get stuck making progress in a dungeon, so like the items are randomized within the dungeon, but you're always going to find a map, and you're always going to find a compass and a big key. So normally that chest has the bow. We'll find out what it has this time around. Get these skeletons out of my way here. 20 rupees, don't mind if I do. Delicious. This dungeon, I think, really teaches you that skeletons are easier with the bow, because you have to fight them without the bow for a bit and you'll get it. So that's one of our items that aren't normally here. So again, if I had the map pulled up, which I don't, you would be able to track like how many items are in each dungeon. And this thing would normally... The bug catching net is in the Tower of Hera, so it does give me a little hint, so that's actually important information. I do know how to get there, and I should actually be able to get there because I have the Titan's mitts. But yeah, so it doesn't randomize things in a way that would run you into a complete dead end or get stuck like you were saying, but there are a couple... I do need the big key before I can open that. There are a couple of like minor tricks that you can use to get places where you're not normally supposed to be able to get. So the game will like employ that as part of the logic. I'm not entirely sure if that C at the top left means that I've cleared the chests in the dungeon already. I'm trying to think. But it might actually mean that, so... Because we didn't get the compass yet, so now I'm thinking the compass is in the big chest. And if the compass is in the big chest, we're out of here. Because there's nothing else for us after that, I don't think. But in order to get the big chest, I have to get the big key, which I think is in this room. Which will require me to kill all the bad guys. Ow. So normally you could just shoot these guys with arrows and they die in one hit, I believe it is. These pesky skeletons that are hanging around too. Instead we gotta scratch away at his eyeball with our sword here. And then we gotta get the skeleton. Okay. Which releases the anti-fairies, and I'm gonna of course get hit by like all of them on my way to the switch, which will give me the big key. So I knew the big key wasn't not going to be in that chest because I've already opened the other chests, and I need it to get into the big chest. So I'm betting dollars to donuts, as they say, that the big chest is the compass, and the only random item in here was actually the piece of heart. And that's probably what that C in the corner means. Just kidding, it's the boomerang, so I'm completely wrong. What the heck does the C mean? Very mysterious. It's also very interesting that we got the magic boomerang before the boomerang, but not complaining. This room is just some rupees, but I'm going to grab them because I still need 300 of them for Zora's domain up there. Yeah, it is a little strange. Yeah, I would have thought that C meant clear, like C for clear. It's not C for magic boomerang. I'm trying to think. So I need a small key to get past that door back there. C for compass. Don't have the compass. But you know what? I think I am missing that one chest. Where are these anti-fairies? I think there's another chest that I'm missing. Do you have the map? Yep. Okay. And I just passed it again. The space where the compass normally is. Which is locked. But I think there's a switch over here that might open both doors. Yep, okay. We're okay. It's up there through those doors, so... Oh, you know what? I think I'm taking the long way around anyway, because I can't get back up that way. You say big brain plays, but going back the wrong way, so medium-sized brain plays. Take that hurt, though. Big brain meandering, indeed. Just wandering around. You know, this would be much easier to navigate if I had the mirror. The mirror would allow me to just teleport back to the entrance of the dungeon, because now I'm going to have to fight these guys again. What a cluster. But at least this time we have the boomerang, which freezes them. Or not, apparently. Apparently it doesn't freeze skeletons. We're learning. Okay. So we'll go this way this time. Check for some hearts. There we go. I do want that bomb, just in case. Yeah, so we need to go up and around. So this chest could have a key in it. Normally has the compass. I think there's also, yep, there's the switch. Just check what's in here. Heart, good, take it. I'm really glad I went back for that chest. So that's the moon pearl, which is going to stop me from turning into a bunny rabbit when I go into the dark world. Yeah, it's a very important item for me to be able to explore more. So. Just make our way back out. So the moon pearl was definitely worth it. I think at this point I'm going to just head up to Death Mountain, hang out on top of the mountain. If I can get another 60 rupees though, that would be fantastic, because then I can go visit Zora's domain. These things just take forever when you don't have arrows. We'll just hang out for a bit, listen to the overworld music while I make my way back around, doing another loop. Racking my brain. I know I have arrows, I just don't have the bow. I could just like chuck the arrows at enemies maybe. The Cyclops that's at the end of the Eastern Palace, you can just like poke him in the eye with one of the arrows. But alas, we need to actually shoot that arrow into his eyeball. Oh, come on. I don't think there's any chests up here. Because those lumberjacks will eventually cut that tree down, which will have an item in it. But I don't think... always up for being corrected in exchange for a chest. Because I think these are just fairies. But they are, so you get that item by having them cut down the tree. So there's Triforce piece number 13. Don't remember when they finish cutting that tree down, but it might be after I complete a certain number of palaces or something, or dungeons. So there's nothing really in here except a couple hearts, which I'll take. Yeah, I know, yeah, we're still doing alright, despite the brain meandering moment we had earlier, so... Oh, this is actually really helpful. I just gave us a ton of rupees. Change of plan. And the Coke break, yeah. Well, you know, I could do that while I walk, maybe. We'll give it a try. Let's see here. I'm gonna walk my way back towards Sora's domain, because now I think I can just go pay him the 300 rupees. I think it's 300. It's gonna be really embarrassing if it's actually 500 and I've forgotten. Or one-handed gaming. You know, just juke that card there. I'm trying to keep that world record pace that that we've made up in our heads here. We don't have time to mess around with them. So we came back here already, and he gave us a Triforce piece. That's right. I think. I hope I don't need the Pegasus boots here, too. I think we can go around. Hopefully we can go around, we'll see. Ah, okay, we don't need them because we have the Titan Mitt. We could jump down anyway. We're good. Okay. So we can't get in there yet. There's a fairy in there that normally upgrades some of your items. No idea what she does in the randomizer. So there's 2 items in here. Did not mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that either. There's one here, which is still just a piece of heart. It's normally a piece of heart there. So we technically don't need to get it, but could. So I can't swim in the deep water without the flippers, and normally you get the flippers here. However, we're playing a randomizer. King Zora is here. He's all like, I don't have enough money, so there we go. You thought it was 300 rupees? It's more than 300 rupees, so... I think unfortunately our world record pace is a little bit in jeopardy. I wonder how many rupees he wants nowadays. I mean, this is all really just an inflation problem. Everything's getting super expensive, including his random item he'll give us. Oh my goodness. The economy in Hyrule's all messed up anyway. Okay, so we've accomplished nothing by going back here, which is great. That's really great. I mean, I did get a sip of that Coke. That's fine. Don't have a bug catching net for that fairy. So I think we're just gonna go hang out on Death Mountain like I originally thought. Which we would already be hanging around up there if it wasn't for that little beetle under the rock that gave us a bunch of rupees and made me overconfident in my ability to purchase a random item from King Zora. Alright, we're coming up to Death Mountain. Trying to think if we need any... Guard was just hanging out in that bush. I actually went up too far. Trying to think if we need any specific items to get past the entirety of the Tower of Hera. Oh, here we go again, right? I'm gonna get his rupees just so I'm set. And then I'm just gonna assume it's like 600 or something. So we don't waste any more time. Alright, so we're gonna work our way through this cave. I don't remember where all the chests are in this cave, but I do know this old man will give us a random item for returning him to his home on the mountain. So we'll just walk around. Take him back to his house. We're gonna hope he gives me something useful. I'm gonna watch out for those boulders. 10 arrows. Not the useful item I was hoping for. He'll heal me if I talk to him.